I was injured on August 2nd of 2006. I was shot by a sniper in Ramadi, Iraq.
While serving in Iraq in 2004, my vehicle rolled over an anti-tank mine. There were 3 people in the vehicle. I was severely injured. The other 2 people were ejected from the vehicle and were okay. They went back to work a few days later. I was medevac to the States, where I spent a year and a half at Walter Reed.
We were heading towards South Korea when one of the F-18s crushed my leg, and pretty much I was pinned down by the jet for about 20 minutes. I was knocked down on my feet, and then after that I actually got amputated on the ship.
The fact that we're hearing these stories bears testament to the tremendous advances in field and military medical care. More military personnel than ever before are surviving life-threatening injuries. That's the good news. The more challenging news is that they are now faced with the daunting task of returning to normal civilian life as significantly disabled military veterans. Thankfully, there are nonprofit organizations that offer assistance, and one in particular that stands apart as truly unique and innovative. The Sentinels of Freedom is a San Francisco Bay Area-based nonprofit organization. They offer a remarkable scholarship program for veterans with severe service-related injuries who have the attitude, aptitude, and drive to become independent and successful members of society. It's a grassroots effort started by Mike Conklin, a resident of Danville, California, and the father of 3 Army Rangers.
This program was started by myself as a concept, basically due to some of my experiences as a young man watching some people from Vietnam come back into our community who fell through the cracks. And I was determined that if we had another war, that I would get involved and do my best not to let that happen again. Of course, my 3 sons are serving in the 75th Ranger Regiment. That's another added element as to what drove me to design this program. But it started as a concept of mine. It was joined later, very soon, by members of our community, our business community, and local citizens. So we started really to help one individual who was coming back to our town. Corporal Jake Brown was crushed by a tank and was coming home to nothing. Didn't have a home, a car, had no plans for a future and no one to help him. And we decided that that would not stand, that we were going to do everything we could to get him into school, get him a job, get a roof over his head, get him some transportation, and walk at his side for a period of 4 years.
Since welcoming the first Sentinel home in 2004, the program has helped over 30 veterans and is now expanding to other areas of the nation. It provides for up to 4 years of assistance with rent-free housing, career placement assistance and training, new adaptive vehicles, educational opportunities, and financial and personal mentors. Transitioning to civilian life can be challenging, even under the best of circumstances. Compound that transition with a serious disability, and the challenge can seem insurmountable. What the Sentinel scholarships really offer is an opportunity for motivated individuals to succeed.
The Sentinels program it's a life scholarship program. It helps wounded veterans find new careers and adapt with their injuries that they've sustained overseas in OIF, OEF, and they help the whole family. My wife and I, we moved to Scottsdale, Arizona, and they've supported both of us ever since we moved in. We had a team of people to help move us in and get set up and familiarized with the area. And we've met mentors and friends who offer to take me shopping, grocery shopping, rides to the gym, and just being involved in the community. They've kind of helped me to assimilate back into the civilian life and start pursuing professional goals and get the education that I need.
The program has been fantastic. It's helped provide a cushion for my wife and I to learn how to be independent again and learn how to live life as a disabled veteran, to give us a chance to start a family and move on in life with careers and things like that. So it's a fantastic program.
They've really sped up anything that I could have done on my own. They've really moved the timetables up because haven't had to fight the issues of trying to find a home, haven't had to fight vehicle issues, and a lot of paperwork is really pushed through due to some of the connections that the Sentinels have, and just a great opportunity. Instead of waiting a year to kind of get settled into civilian life, I was able to start school within a month and a half of getting out of the Army and moving across the country and kind of reestablishing my my life in general. So they've been amazing as far as making things happen and not having to wait and do it on your own.
Joey Bozick lost both legs and an arm when his Humvee was struck by a roadside bomb in October of 2004. He now uses a wheelchair or prosthetic legs to get around. But like all Sentinels, he's not the type of person to dwell on the past.
Joey was a triple amputee and attached to the 82nd Airborne military police component, and was wounded in Iraq. Again, another young man that probably in a previous war would not have lived had our triage and our medical people in the military not been so good.
Year and a half in Walter Army Medical Center. I was treated fantastic while I was there, first rate. They really took care of the returning veterans. I spent I had over probably 40 surgeries in the time I was there because of my injuries and having to do cleanup surgeries and minor other surgeries to fix what happened. But I learned to walk on prosthetics while I was there, and really helped me to get myself back in shape and build up my stamina and everything to get ready to leave the hospital and leave the military.
The day that he was injured was October 27th of 2004, and I was sitting in my car outside a Walgreens, and I had just gotten a call from his mom. She knew he had been injured, and she gave me a number to call. And I said, "Mom, I've got to get out there. He needs to know that I'm going to stay with him. And I don't want that to be a thought in his mind that I'm going to leave him because this happened."
Recently, Joey and Jamie, his wife, moved back to North Carolina and had a house built for them, and they're just doing super. He was here only 2 years with us and decided that it was time to go home and start his family. His wife, Jamie, is pregnant, and he's just doing great.
Manny Del Rio was just 21 years old when he lost his right leg in an accident aboard the USS Kitty Hawk.
Well, my name is Manny Del Rio. I was in the Navy. I was in for 3.5 years, and I'm originally from Van Nuys, which is the LA area. That's where I grew up and went through high school. And pretty much right after high school, that's when I joined the Navy. And I went on 3 deployments. Then on my 3rd deployment, that's when I got hurt. My family's very proud, and we're all very graceful and thankful about, that there's actually people like this that are willing to help out, even when we're hurt, especially when in such times as right now. And what's great about it, it's just not one person. It's actually taking part here in the whole community, which is awesome. You feel that support and love from the entire community, which means a lot. It really makes you think about what you were fighting for and when you were away from home and stuff. So it feels really good. And the program has just been, like I said, it's been such a blessing, just to get back on your feet and just build that strong foundation that just makes you even work harder for what you have now. So as far as for a job, I couldn't ask for a better job. I work for the San Ramon Police Department, which is great because I'm about 8 minutes from, from my house. And then for school, I go to DVC, which is just another 10 minutes up the road. So not only have they, given me a home to stay in rent-free for 4 years, which is a wonderful thing. I don't have to worry about rent for the next 4 years. And besides that, I have wonderful mentors, like Bill, George, and Mike, wonderful mentors that kind of guide us through the next couple of years to get back on my feet, especially being so young, and not really knowing exactly what to expect out of life right now. They really helped me mature and really have a stronger outcome in life right now. So